Hi children, today is our topic multi-purpose river project and integrated water resource management. So this topic we will study about what is multi-purpose river project and what are the advantages and disadvantages of multi-purpose river valley project. Okay, so we will study about our ancient, we are going to study about ancient India. Okay, so as per the archaeological and historical records shows that from ancient time onwards we have been constructing sophisticated hydraulic structures. From ancient time onwards we are constructing sophisticated hydraulic structures like a dam built of a stone rubble and reservoirs, lakes, embankment and canal for irrigation, etc. So ancient time itself we constructed different types of sophisticated hydraulic structures. We are continuing this tradition in modern India by constructing dams. Now we will look what about the hydraulic structures in ancient India, how this type of hydraulic structures constructed in ancient India. So first one, in the 1st century BC, Sringaverapura near Allahabad had sophisticated water harvesting system channeling the flood water of the river Ganga. So the flood water in the Ganga river that is channeling through the harvesting system in Allahabad. Okay, Sringaverapura in near Allahabad. It is in 1st century BC. Second one, during the time of Chandragupta Maurya, dams, lakes and irrigation system were extensively built. So Chandragupta Maurya, one of the Mauryan ruler. So during his time, many dams, then irrigation, lakes, that everything, many dams, lakes and irrigation system that is extensively made. That is another example for the ancient India, hydraulic structures in ancient India. Another evidences that is sophisticated irrigation work that also have been found in Kalinga, present Odisha, Nagarjuna Konda, Andhra Pradesh, Benur, Karnataka and Kolhapur in Maharashtra, etc. So this from these all places many evidences got about the irrigation system or irrigation works have been found in these all places. So this is another example in ancient time different types of hydraulic structures used, that is another evidence. And next one, in the 11th century Bhopal lake, that is one of the largest artificial lake of this time. So Bhopal lake, that is another example. It was built in 11th century. It is one of the largest artificial lake built during this time. That is another example. Next one, in 14th century, the tank Hoskas, it is a tank built in Delhi. It was constructed by Iltutmish, okay, the ruler of slave dynasty. Iltutmish, he built this tank. This tank is used for supplying water to Siri fort. That is another example. So from these all example we can understand that from ancient time onwards different type of hydraulic structures used, or ancient India used different types of hydraulic structures. I think you understood. Now we will study about dam. What are dams? A dam is a barrier across flowing water. A dam is a barrier across flowing water that obstruct, direct or retard the flow. Often creating a reservoir or lake or impoundment. That is called a dam. So dam is a barrier across flowing water and it will retard the flow. Creating a reservoir, lake or impoundment. That is known as dams. Okay, dams are different types based on the materials used. Dams are different types. Timber dams are there, embankment dams or masonry dams, different types of dams are there. Okay, sometimes dams are categorized into different types. For example, large dams, major dams, low dams, high dams, etc. So earlier time dams are mainly used for irrigation purpose, mainly used for irrigate agricultural field. But nowadays dams are used for different purposes. So nowadays what are the purpose dams are using? Now I am going to tell what are the advantages of dams. Okay, so that you have to study. So nowadays I already told you earlier time dams are used for irrigate agricultural purpose, irrigate agricultural land, but nowadays dams are used for different purpose. Now we will look what all are the purpose nowadays dams are used. So dams are used, first one we can tell electricity generation. Dams are used for electricity generation, okay. So another thing, dams are now used for water supply for domestic and industrial uses. Water supply, it is used for water supply for domestic and industrial uses, and that is another uses of dams. Then another thing we can tell, dams are used for flood control, for controlling flood control, that is another use. Recreation, another thing it is used, dams are used for recreational activities. Another thing, dams are used for inland navigation, use. Another thing used for breeding fish, fishing breeding, okay, fish breeding. So these are the purpose, different purpose where dams are used nowadays. So many purpose now I told. Earlier time it only used for irrigating agricultural land, but now you know it is used for different purpose: electricity generation, water supply for domestic and industrial uses, flood control, recreation, then inland navigation, fish breeding, etc. That is why dams are known as multi-purpose river valley project. So now question will come, why dams are known as multi-purpose river valley project? I think you got the answer. Okay. Now tell me some example for dams. Bakranangal, Tehri Dam, Salal Dam, Hirakud, Rana Pratap Sagar. Many dams are there. Okay, many example we can tell. Anyway children, I already told you dams are known as multi-purpose river valley project. I will tell some example. For example, Bakranangal project. Bakranangal project is used for irrigation purpose, both irrigation and for creating hydroelectric power or tidal power production. This is used for this both use. Bakranangal dam is used. So here multi-purpose it is using. Another example we can tell Hirakud dam constructed in Mahanadi. Okay, this here this dam is mainly for conservation of water. Water is conserving in the dam with flood control. So here multi-purpose are there. So I think you understood now. Dams are called multi-purpose river valley project. Anyway children, this type of multi-purpose project launched after independence, and this type of multi-purpose project and with integrated water management approach. So what I told children, this type of multi-purpose project launched after independence with integrated water management approach. The main aim of this type of multi-purpose river valley project, that actually it is the development, national development and progress. That is the main target of this type of multi-purpose river valley project. Anyway, Jawaharlal Nehru, our first prime minister, you know Jawaharlal Nehru, our first prime minister, he proclaimed that dams as the temples of modern India. So what Jawaharlal Nehru proclaimed as dams as the temples of modern India. Dams as the temples of modern India. So who proclaimed as dams as the temples of modern India? Jawaharlal Nehru. Why he proclaimed dams as the temples of modern India? The main reason, it would integrate dams or these multi-purpose project. It would integrate development of agriculture and the village economy with rapid industrialization. In villages, village economy, it will lead to rapid industrialization and the growth of urban economy. It will lead to the growth of urban economy. These are the main reason why Jawaharlal Nehru called dams as the temples of modern India. So what are the main reason? It would integrate the development of agriculture and the village economy with rapid industrialization and growth of urban economy. Okay, so these are the main reason. I think you understood. Next we are going to study what are the disadvantages of multi-purpose river valley project. So in recent years, multi-purpose project and large dams have came under great scrutiny and opposition due to many reasons. Now we will look what are the reasons. So first one, children, regulating and damming of rivers, it will affect their natural flow. So I told you what is a dam. In dam, what is doing? It will block or it will restrict the natural flow of water. So regulating and damming of rivers, it will affect the natural flow of water. So this natural flow of water is blocked, means what will happen? It will lead to excessive sedimentation at the bottom of reservoir. It will affect the aquatic life. So that is the first disadvantage of dam. Okay, so it will excessive sedimentation. Regulating and damming in the river, it will affect the natural flow of water. So the natural flow of water affected means it will lead to excessive sedimentation, and this excessive sedimentation will affect aquatic life. So it will affect aquatic life. It will affect the aquatic life. So that is the first disadvantage. Next one, dams. Dams also fragment rivers. So it will be difficult for the aquatic fauna to migrate, especially for spawning. So it will affect another disadvantage. It will affect aquatic fauna. Okay, it will affect or it will be difficult for the aquatic fauna to migrate. So it will be difficult for the aquatic fauna to migrate, especially ma'am told you spawning, okay, aquatic fauna to migrate, especially spawning means കുഞ്ഞുങ്ങൾ വിരിയ, that is called spawning. Okay, so that is another important disadvantage of multi-purpose river valley project. Another thing, many reservoirs that is created in the floodplains, it will submerge the existing vegetation. So you know, for the construction of dam means large area needed. So what will happen? It will submerge the existing vegetation. Next one, sometime it will leading to decomposition of soil for time. Okay, decomposition of soil, that is another disadvantage. Decomposing of soil over time, that is another disadvantage. Now we can tell the multi-purpose project and a large dam, it also cause many new social movements. Okay, so this type of construction of different types of dams or projects, sometimes it will lead to the creation, it will cause many new social movements. Okay, so that is another disadvantage or another scrutiny. Okay, so it will lead to many social movements, different types of social movement. For example, we can tell Narmada Bachao Andolan, Tehri Dam Andolan, that is another example. Narmada Bachao Andolan, when the dam built in the river Narmada, Sardar Sarovar Dam built in the river Narmada, people started agitation. Okay, so this Narmada Bachao Andolan, it is a non-governmental organization. So the people or the environmentalist, human rights activists, they all started this movement, Narmada Bachao Andolan, against to protect the river Narmada when the Sardar Sarovar Dam built. Okay, so you know one dam construction means it every people won't accept it. Large scale displacement will be there, large scale deforestation will be there. So the environmentalist activists, human rights activists, like that many people, they protest against the Sardar Sarovar Dam built in river Narmada. So Narmada Bachao Andolan, it is an example for a social movement. Another example, Tehri Dam Andolan, that is another example. So another problem I told relating with the multi-purpose river project or construction of dam. Another thing, large scale displacement of local communities, that is another disadvantage, large scale displacement of local communities. So you know it will affect their livelihood. So this displaced people, rehabilitation, that everything that will be affected, that their lifestyle, everything affected, their rehabilitation, it will become a big problem. So the people, they won't accept this type of, many area people agitated against this type of multi-purpose river valley project. So you know children, local people, all the people benefited from this type of multi-purpose project. No, sometimes the local people won't be benefited from this project, but you can tell who will be benefited. This type of project started means sometime it will be benefited for large farmers, big landowners, big industrialists, like that people sometime benefited, but it won't benefited to the local people, so they will agitate. Okay, that is one example here I told. Another thing, I think Narmada Bachao Andolan you understood. Another important disadvantage, you know, if dam constructing means irrigation, large scale irrigation, this water is used for irrigation purpose, agricultural field and all, this water is used for irrigation purpose. So irrigation is there means sometime it will change the cropping pattern. So what will happen, it will change, the farmers will change the cropping pattern. Okay, so they will change from their cropping pattern to water intensive cropping, or sometime commercial farming. They will change to water intensive farming or water intensive crop and commercial crops. So what will happen, it led to salination of the soil. It will lead to salination of the soil. Over irrigation and all sometime will lead to salination of the soil. This is another disadvantage of multi-purpose river valley project. Another disadvantage, sometimes the dams create conflict between people. Sometimes the dams create conflict between people wanting different uses and benefit from the same water resource. Sometimes a dam constructed means it won't be benefited to every people. Sometimes some people it will be benefited, some people it won't get any benefit. So what will happen, it will create conflict between the people. One example I will tell you, in Gujarat, Sabarmati Basin, in Gujarat, Sabarmati Basin, farmers agitated and almost it caused a riot in Gujarat, because when the river basin, Sabarmati Basin, water supply given priority to the urban areas, means through this basin what happened, the water supply priority given to whom, urban areas. In the urban areas during to the drought time, during the time of, particularly at the time of drought. So what happened, farmers agitated against this and it became a riot in Gujarat. So this is an example. Sometime I told, sometime dams will create conflict between people. So this is an example. In Gujarat what happened, Sabarmati Basin, farmers agitated and almost it became a riot, because what happened, the water supply priority given, higher priority given to the urban areas, particularly during the time of drought. So it led to a riot, conflict, and later it led to a riot in Gujarat. Okay, another example, another problem we can tell, interstate water dispute, that always we are reading in the newspaper. Interstate water dispute, that is also common with regard to the sharing of cost and benefit of the multi-purpose project. Mullaperiyar water dispute, then Kaveri water dispute, that everything you heard. So you know river won't flow through a particular state. So the main conflict between two states, one reason may be the river. Okay, so such type of multi-purpose river project is constructed means for sharing the cost, sometime the benefit there will be dispute between state. So that is another important problem with this type of multi-purpose river valley project. Another thing children, sometimes this type of project became a failure to achieve its purpose for which they built, why they built. Sometimes this type of project will be a failure to achieve its purpose. For example, I will tell, dams are constructed for controlling flood. That you know, I told you dams are constructed for what purpose? For controlling the flood. But due to excessive sedimentation in dam, sometime I told excessive sedimentation in dam means what will happen? It triggered to flood. It will lead to flood. Okay, so so why it was constructed? It became a failure. Another example we can tell, most of the big dams are unsuccessful in controlling flood during to the excessive rainfall. When the excessive rainfall happened, you know, last 2 years we know what happened in Kerala. We are hit with the flood. You know that time what happened? Every shutters from the dam, all the shutters opened. So during the time of heavy rain or excessive rainfall, some of the more big dams, sometime it will be unsuccessful for controlling dam. So this is another disadvantage of multi-purpose river valley project. Here I told the example of Kerala. In your textbook given one example, Maharashtra and Gujarat flood situation in 2006. During that time it devastated the life, property of the people, not only the life and property. It led to excessive soil erosion. So this is another example for this type. Sometime I told this type of multi-purpose river valley project, it will fail to achieve its purpose. Okay, and another disadvantage we can tell, it induced earthquake. Then it causes waterborne diseases, pest and pollution, resulting the excessive use of water. So these are the main disadvantages of multi-purpose river valley project. So I told many points about the multi-purpose river valley project, its advantage and disadvantage. Next class we will study about what are the different multi-purpose project or which are the important dams built in India. I think today's topic is clear to you. If you have any doubt, ask me. We will meet in the next class.